What is up, y'all? It is your girl, brand new, and I'm back in the building for a recap of Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 9, episode 20. Let's get right on into it. This is the season finale. I'm very happy that this is about to be over. We are about to head into the reunion, honey. That is really what I want. This whole season has been dry as fuck for me, for a lot of different reasons. They really do need Nene or some new blood on this show. It's not really a point of they need Nene and Kim to come back. We kind of need some new people. You know, I do want Nene to come back only because I like her, but we need new blood, period. I'm just sick of the same people and the same shit. So let's get into it. I'm going to just cover the important parts. First, we have Sheree. She's getting her staff together to get Chateau Sheree together as far as her housewarming. So everybody on her staff has different tasks that they have to complete. And Sheree is letting them know, I'm not below average at all. I need everybody to pull their weight and do what they're supposed to do. So that's pretty much what is going on with her. We got Kandi, Riley, and Block. Kandi and Riley is sitting there at Riley's favorite restaurant. I guess Block is trying to get back into Riley's life and, you know, put some effort into it. I applaud him for that. At first, I don't really care for Block like that. Let me be clear, because, you know, I don't like men that leave their children hanging through the years. I don't respect that. But at the same time, I have to give him props for trying now, because honestly, you guys, a lot of these motherfuckers don't even do that. So, I give him props for that. He was trying to talk to Riley, and Riley is just acting really shy, and she just don't have no personality. It's just, no. And he has said to her, well, what would you do if your mom just left the table right now? I would go with her. And then Kandi was like, well, I got to go to the bathroom. No, well, no, you can't, mommy. You know, you can hold it in. She like, I ain't holding it in. I got to go. No. And it's like, Riley, talk to the man. You know, I understand Riley on one hand that, you know, she feel like her dad is full of shit, because she had mentioned a part of saying, she was like, well, he was like, well, I was at the hospital when you were born. And she was like, but you didn't sign the birth certificate. So on one hand, you guys, I understand how Riley feels. She's sick of him and his bullshit. He's always trying to say he wants to be in her life, but he never falls through and does what he's supposed to do. So it's kind of like Riley has this wall up, and I completely understand, you guys. I completely understand that. But I will say this. At the same time, Riley, you have to try to open up, sweetie. Just a little bit. You was shading the hell out of this man. That's your dad. You was shading him, honey. Riley was looking like, motherfucker, I do not trust nothing you talk about. I don't blame her, you know, for that, you guys. I just kind of want her to be a little bit more open about it. But Riley she got the faces, honey, from Kandi. They know him for making some faces. And then there was a part where he was saying, oh, well, you brainwashed. She not brainwashed, Block. These kids understand who does everything. She know that Kandi is her mother. Kandi has never left her side. You have. So you have to understand that this child understands what's going on. And Riley spoke up, said, no, I'm not brainwashed. You wasn't around. You wasn't there. So finally, Block owns up to it. You know, and saying, you know what, I wasn't around, I'm here now. And he was like, well, we can hang out this weekend. Riley is like, well, we're hanging out right now. And he was like, no, I want to hang out with you without a translator. And I really do feel like it's a good idea. Him and Kandi did have a brief argument for a minute, and they worked it out. So, you know, I hope everything goes right with that, because it is a very sensitive topic. I know a lot of families go through that, so hopefully it works out. And I wish the best to Riley and Block that, you know, they get their relationship back on track. Because Riley deserves, you know, to have a real dad in her life. Okay, so next we got Sheree's ass. Y'all, I'm sick of Sheree in this fucking house. It's just like, bitch, stop trying to live above and beyond your means. So she's upset that certain shit ain't gonna be there for the housewarming. And, I guess they had to send the shit back, like her appliances, her refrigerator, stove, all her shit. They sent the wrong shit, and, you know, she's upset about it. So, next we got Portia and Lauren. They are at the cemetery visiting their dad. And, you know, they both are very sad because I'm guessing they were really close to their dad. It was a really sad scene. But I'm glad that those two girls have each other. Because at the end of the day, you know, that's what's important. Okay, so next we have Candy and Carmen. And basically, Don Juan calls Candy and let her know that Johnny is trying to sue her for back wages. You know, he's saying that she did not give him, you know, his overtime pay, and Candy and Todd both feel like, you know, it's full of shit and they don't understand it and the whole situation is stupid. So that is pretty much how that situation went. Next, we have everybody heading on over to Chateau Sheree. Sheree is getting dressed. Cynthia is there, and Cynthia's basically mentioning that she's going to be Sheree for the night since Sheree is busy. And she will carry the bone and let everybody know that Apollo's fiance, Shereen, whatever her damn name is, was at Candy's old lady gang grand opening for her restaurant. And I guess she told Portia this because Portia and Phaedra wasn't there. So then Portia tells Phaedra, and Phaedra shows up with Dwight. I was happy to see Dwight. I missed Dwight being on season 2 and 3. I loved him. He's funny as hell. So basically Portia tells Phaedra, and Phaedra's like, oh, they would always do something to be shady to me. I will say this on that, Phaedra, I don't feel like maybe Candy was trying to set that up. I think the whole blame on that is Todd. Todd could have spoke up to Apollo like, dude, I don't want no mess at the restaurant. And Todd did not handle that. So, if you want to blame anybody, Phaedra, blame Todd. Like Candy said, she knew nothing about it. Y'all know I don't like Candy, but I will stick up for her on that. That wasn't her fault because she knew nothing about it. So, next we have Kim Zolciak. She's in the building at Chateau Sheree. And everybody is getting acquainted with her. She's hugging everybody. My girl Lisa Wu shows up. Lisa looked different, you guys. I know that they are older, but something with Lisa's face just looked very different. So next there's a scene with Candy and Kenya wandering off into the basement. Candy feels uncomfortable that they're even in the basement because she's like, I don't think she would want us to go down here. But you know, Kenya messy ass wanted to be in the middle of some shit. So next, Kenya and Kim, they getting into it. When Kim arrived, she saw Candy but did not speak. So Candy had ended up getting acquainted with Kim, kind of speaking to her, saying, well, I know last time I saw you, things were awkward. And, you know, Kim was like, well, after 5 years, I've let everything go. I'm not mad anymore. So they cool now. But anyways, the whole beef with Kenya and Kim is Kenya is shading the hell out of Sheree. Well, your light fixtures are just like mine. Your bed is just like mine. Oh, this isn't done. Oh, that. You know, trying to get her get back into Sheree. And Sheree is not even really on it. Like, one of her friends had to tell her what Kenya was saying. And so after a while, Sheree is getting annoyed with all Kenya's comments and shit. She's annoyed, like, bitch, grow up. Can you act like a grown-up for once? Of course not. This is Kenya. She has to get you back because she felt a certain kind of way about you coming at her. So at this stage of the game, you guys, we know how Kenya rolls. We pretty much know how that bitch rolls. She always has to get people back and be childish about shit. So anyways, Kim calls Kenya out saying, you're an asshole. You know, this is her housewarming. Why do you have to be negative? You know, Why would you go in the basement? You trying to be messy. You trying to be shady. And then they going back and forth. Kenya calls her Octo Mom. Kim is like, bitch, you want to have a baby? You want to have a man? I have both of those. You don't have those. Like, she was reading the shit out of Kenya, and I was so motherfucking here for it. But I'm going to tell you what, when Kenya called Kim Octo Mom, y'all, I felt the fuck out. I was like, yes, get her ass. That was funny. They was shading the hell out of each other. And then Kim was like, you wish you had kids. I got 6. You can't even have one. And Kenya was like, yeah, you got them by 3 different baby daddies. And I'm just like, these motherfuckers just keep going back and forth. So they end up settling down. Sheree calms them down, letting them know, hey, y'all calm down. She threatened to put damn Kenya out. And so next, there is a conversation between Phaedra and Candy. Okay, so before that, Kim leaves and she hugs everybody but damn Kenya. So Kenya was like, oh, I'm trying to be nice. And Kim wasn't here for her ass. She just walked right on out and saying, well, why are you even still here? You know, shade the hell out of her on her way out. That shit was funny as hell. So let's get to this shit real quick, you guys, with Phaedra and Candy. Basically, Candy lets Phaedra know, hey, Paul's girlfriend did come by the OLG restaurant. I did not invite her. I didn't think it was cool. I talked to my husband about it and let him know I didn't approve of what he did. And then Phaedra shook her head on that. And, you know, so she apologized for that. And Phaedra was like, I really, you know, in her confessional, I really don't care. You know, we'll never be the same again. So then Candy was like, well, did you know that Johnny is suing me? I'm pretty sure you've heard about that. And Phaedra gives her the shit about, oh, I'm an attorney. You know, I can't talk about those things. And Candy just laughs it off like, who is this bitch fooling? So, you know, Phaedra, do I think Phaedra is being shady with this whole Johnny thing? Yes. I like Phaedra, but she is. Because it's like, Phaedra, why were you still sitting there? I get the first time you was there, but why you keep meeting with Johnny and these attorneys? So, you know, just own your shade. I'm not mad at you, Phaedra. I ain't saying that Candy don't deserve that. I'm just saying, just own your shit. You know, don't hide behind being an attorney. But that was the motherfucking Real Housewives of Atlanta recap, basically. Oh, the end, Sheree tells everybody, you know, oh, this took me 4.5 years, 5 years. I'm so thankful. You know, I did this all without a man. Am I proud of Sheree? Yes, I am. She looked very bad in her outfit. Her hair was on point. I love the house. It's beautiful. I'm proud of Sheree. But bitch, stop trying to live above your fucking means. I do not like that about Sheree. So anyways, that was it, you guys. Let's get to this motherfucking reunion because I know it's going to be lit. It is your girl, Brand New, and I am out.